Shalom, shalom, everyone, and welcome to 50 Days of Empowerment. Today is day 23 as we count the days to Shavuot, and today we're going to talk about the spiritual gift of the word of knowledge. The word of knowledge is when Yah, by His Spirit, imparts to the believer knowledge and information that the believer would not have known except that Yah revealed it to him. And this can be very useful in ministry because when the person you're ministering to comes to realize that you know something about their life that you would not have known except that Yah revealed it to you, it really gets their attention. And so I want to give you a couple of Bible examples, and we're going to start with Acts chapter 13, beginning with verse 6. It says, "And having passed through all the island to Paphos, they found a certain magician, a false prophet, a Yehudi, whose name was Bar Yehoshua, who was with the PROCONSUL, SERGIUS Paulus, a man of understanding. This man, having called for BARNABA and SHA'UL, earnestly sought to hear the word of Elohim. But ELUMAS, the magician, for so his name is translated, withstood them, seeking to turn the PROCONSUL away from the belief. Then SHA'UL, who also is Paul, filled with the set-apart spirit, looked intently at him and said, O son of the devil, filled with all deceit and all recklessness, you enemy of all righteousness, shall you not cease perverting the straight ways of Yah? So Yah revealed these things to SHA'UL by his spirit, and SHA'UL spoke them out to this man. He goes on to say, and now see, the hand of Yah is upon you, and you shall be blind, not seeing the sun for a time. And instantly a dark mist fell on him, and he went around seeking someone to lead him by the hand. And having seen what took place, the PROCONSUL believed, being astonished at the teaching of the master." And so this PROCONSUL, seeing these events, seeing that SHA'UL knew something about this man that he wouldn't have known except that Yah revealed it to him, and seeing that SHA'UL pronounced this judgment upon the man, and it happened just the way he said it, it brought the PROCONSUL to a place of belief. And then we want to go over to Acts chapter 5, and we're going to pick up with verse 1. And it says, "But a certain man named HANANYAH and Shapirah, his wife, sold a possession, and he kept back from the price, his wife also being aware of it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the feet of the emissaries. But KÈPHA said," now pay attention to this, "Hananyah, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the set-apart spirit and keep back from the price of the land for yourself?" Now, how would KÈPHA know this except that Yah revealed it by his spirit? "While it remained, did it not remain your own? And after it was sold, was it not in your authority? Why have you conceived this deed in your heart? You have not lied to men, but to Elohim." Then Hananyah, hearing these words, fell down and breathed his last, and great fear came upon all those who heard of this. But the young men arose and wrapped him up, carried him out, and buried him. And it came to be about 3 hours later that his wife came in, not knowing what had taken place. And KÈPHA responded to her, "Say to me whether you sold the land for so much." And she said, "Yes, for so much." So KÈPHA said to her, "Why have you agreed to try the Spirit of Yah? Look, the feet of those who have buried your husband are at the door, and they shall carry you out." And immediately she fell down at his feet and breathed her last. And the young men came in and found her dead, and carrying her out, they buried her beside her husband. And great fear came upon all the assembly and upon all who heard of this. And so this is another situation where KÈPHA received knowledge and information about this situation that he would not have known except that Yah revealed it to him. Now, in both of these cases, there was a judgment pronounced. And often, you're actually giving information that is a blessing to people. And when they realize that you know something about their situation or their life that there was no way you would have known except that Yah revealed it to you, then it helps their belief. And many times it will cause them to believe or to repent or whatever the ministry situation calls for. And so keep that in mind. Abba, we thank you so much for these encouraging words. We're thankful for the spiritual gifts that you provide to us to help us in ministry. We praise you and we are completely open and receptive. We want to be used in the word of knowledge. And so we ask you to fill us and refill us with your spirit. May we be sensitive. May our heart be open and receptive to hearing the voice of Yah as you give us information about situations that we find ourselves in and ministry opportunities. And so we thank you that you empower us by your spirit to be fruitful and successful in going out and getting the harvest that you've called us to. And we bless you in the matchless name of your Son and our Master Mashiach, Yeshua. Amen and amen.